3, Mets-Phillies, the rubber matchup here. The Mets lost the first one, game 1 of the night, 6-3 on opening day, and then won last night 8-4 behind Marcus Stroman and the power of Pete Alonso and Dominic Smith. So right here, the rubber matchup, Phillies and the Mets in this one. David Peterson versus Aaron Nola, and this is going to be a tough game, obviously. Aaron Nola, one of the better pitchers in all of Major League Baseball, especially in the National League, and the Mets, they've had trouble with him over the last few seasons. And right here, it's going to be our third starter, Peterson, in his second season versus Nola. And Peterson last season, he surprised a lot of people, and he showed he could hang in the big leagues until they put him in the bullpen mid-season for a couple outings, and that totally messed him up. This guy, they should never touch him, keep him as a starter. And right now, with the injuries to Carrasco and Syndergaard, he's the third starter in this rotation, but really the fourth, but they put him third to break up the lefties in this rotation, because then you'll get Walker for the home opener and Lucchesi for the fifth starter spot. But anyway, this is going to be a tough ball game to win here today. The Mets, they should load the lineup with all the lefties they can versus Aaron Nola, and they just got to work the counts and be patient versus him. And for them to win this game, you need a good outing out of Peterson, 5 or 6 innings at least. I'm hoping 7 or 8, but obviously nowadays, especially opening week of the season, you're not going to see many guys go 7 or 8 innings. I don't care who you are. It's just the name of the game right now. And honestly, I don't like it, but that's just the way it is. But Peterson, I think he could pitch solid. Obviously, Citizen Bank's ballpark is a bandbox, and the weather's going to be nice. It's going to be a mid-afternoon ball game at 4 o'clock here before the Mets go back home for the home opener in 2 days. But anyway, this is a ball game. It'll be nice to win this one here versus Philly and to go 2-1 and Philly to fall 4-2. But yesterday was a must victory, especially with the matchup today, and the Mets took care of that game after blowing the other night's ball game here. So right here, Nola and Peterson, and I'm looking here for Francisco Lindor, maybe to hit his first home run of the season here with the Mets. But so far, you could tell the difference with Lindor and other ball players. This guy, he has the it factor. He knows what he's doing, obviously. He's a great defender. He knows situational baseball, and he has patience, and he has a great approach at the plate, is Francisco Lindor. And Pete Alonso, his discipline has looked good so far in 2 games, and his approach and his defense has definitely improved as well over the first 2 games of the season. So Pete, he could have that magical season, I believe. Lindor, he could have an MVP type of season as well. And this team, this would be a nice victory here to take the first series of the season, especially versus an ace like Aaron Nola. And for Peterson, he's just got to keep that ball down. And the Phillies, they'll probably load the lineup with a lot of righties as well versus the lefty here. And plus, it's a day after night game, pretty much, even though it's a midday ball game. But I'm expecting a good game here, and I'm hoping Peterson pitches well, because if he gets bombed early, it's going to be tough to be down, say, 4 or 5 runs and trying to play catch-up versus Nola. So the Mets and Phillies here, 4 o'clock ball game. And let's see if we could pull out the ball game and win the series here. So let's go Mets.